High snap, play action, Nichols underneath, caught, gets away from one tackler, gets away from two tacklers, down the sidelines, one man to beat, stutter step, getting away to the end zone, number 8, Dylan Talley, touchdown, Bowie.
Robertson in motion, Craven's back to pass, goes across the middle, Ghostin holds it in, he's gonna go to the touchdown, to the house, Cravens to Ghostin. Colt, touchdown!
As a tight end, pulls a guard, Barrett finds the hole, follows the pulling guard, cuts outside, bounces outside to the 20, 10, 15, 5, touchdown, Bowers, touchdown, Bowie!
And folks, we have history at Haltom. Danny Bustamante has just pitched a no-hit, no-run, no-walk shutout, a perfect game for Danny Bustamante.
Rios looks at Alvarado and turns home. It's going to that left field gap. That's a base hit. Here comes Axel Alvarado. The Colts are going to take the lead in the top of the 7th on the base hit by Gannon Howard. Burkle out of position. They've got to pass, and they've got to go. Patomeco with the pass. Mirario has a bit of a look, shot on goal, and he gets it in! Two tight end set here as we go to the left-hand side with B.J. Rogers. Rogers is into the second level. B.J. Rogers to midfield. One man trying to catch up to him, but he will not. Number 6 in for 6. That will do it.
This broadcast is under intellectual property and may not be repurposed or reproduced without express written consent. Enjoy this presentation from Zach Cornell Productions, Energetic Media Solutions.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, as the winds of change from summer to fall are here. They bring you football season. And that's what we're bringing you tonight as the Bowie Volunteers take on the Flower Mound Jaguars, an opening game of the season. And Zach Cornell Productions is here to bring you every down, every minute, every touchdown of this opening game. And this is the Chapman Cornelius pregame show. Fans, the pregame show is presented to you by Chapman Cornelius Insurance Inc., a family-owned business with a team of professionals who have served the Arlington area for over 50 years. Don't let insurance be a headache. Chapman Cornelius can help you create a custom insurance plan tailored to your small business needs and budget. Call April or Jason today at 817-265-3346. Go to www.chapman-cornelius.com. This is Jot Holly going to bring you here today with you. I'm going to be doing some color commentating. Next to me is going to be Tim Costello running the play-by-play. And Tim, opening kickoff, Bowie and Flower Mound.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to an opening game for both of these teams. And there's just something about, in Texas when you start playing high school football again. It may still be 95 degrees outside during the daytime. Not today. We have a little bit better weather today. But it's still football season, as you said. And it's hope springs eternal for both of these teams. Flower Mound, a deep tradition, coming off maybe a little bit of a down year by their standards. They were 5-5 last year, 2-5 in the district. But hey, they're returning 27 lettermen. And then when you look at the other side of the field, Bowie, they won district last year. That was one of the best teams that Bowie has had in the last 10 to 12 years. They are also returning 27 lettermen, 3 starters on offense, 7 on defense. I expect this Bowie defense to really bring it tonight, to look to set the tone for the season. Jot, we were talking before we went live. We had this matchup last year. You and I had these two teams in Bowie's backyard, right, in Arlington last year, and it was a heck of a ball game, but it was sloppy, right? There was a lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers, things of that nature, where both teams could have put them away, and it ends up going double overtime. It'll be interesting to see this time around, maybe with a little bit more senior-led team, especially on defense. Does Bowie take care of business and continue on what they started last year, or or heck, did they lose too many weapons, right? Because there's some new faces on this Volunteers offense.
Yeah, new faces on this volunteer offense as you lose running backs like Darian Bowers, who went off to New Mexico as a walk-on running back. You lose Dylan Talley, who went on to go play college ball at Bowling Green. You lost a lot of players. You have your returning quarterback, Trey Nichols, is going to be back there, I believe. If not, Jaden Bibbs is a quarterback to look for Bowie. But like you said, on defense, you bring guys like Bryson Castile. He had 59 tackles last season. You have guys like Kevin Baines, 75 tackles. He can bring the boom from a safety position. And Princeton Campbell, ball hawks, can be working both sides of the field as a corner, trying to get as many takeaways as he can. And that last game, like the last year, 50-48 double overtime. That was a heck of a game. We're looking for something similar to that, or something similar to like that tonight for opening kickoff.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this game. You know, another name to look out for on offense, Kedrick Asunde Brown. He was a little bit more of a gadgety player last year. They worked him in the slots, but he could be a bit of a home run hitter this year. Nichols loves to run the ball as well as throw the football. I think we're going to be in for just an absolutely fantastic football game here tonight, John.
Coach Sam's going to come back for Bowie this year after winning district. He's already, from what the conversation I've heard with him and Zach, he's already looking for something big this year in district. Like you said, looking out for a big ball game to start the season off. Fans, we're gonna have all of that action for you here on YouTube. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and you share the game all the way around the city of Arlington. Zach's gonna be on the other side at Maverick Stadium as the Arlington Colts are gonna kick off versus Mesquite High School. We're gonna be here. We're gonna step aside real quick before the teams run through the tunnel. And Zach on the Productions bring you Bowie Volunteer Football right after this.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience with tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need home and auto, business insurance, or individual or group medical, Chapman Cornelius has knowledgeable agents who will help you select just what you need. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott at 817-265-3346.
Welcome back out to Flower Mound, Texas. Tim Costello, Jot Holly live on the Zap Network. Both teams are getting ready to come through the tunnel, and I think now would be a perfect time, Jot, to do our weather report sponsored by C&LC in support of Colts football. First here, best here, Kick 'em Colts, as well as in support of Arlington ISD at C&LC. Let's get a quick weather report going here, Jot. Right now, it is 81 degrees. The high today was 82. The low was 71. We are expecting a little bit of wind, around 12 miles an hour for some of those gusts, but we are going to be dry. It looked like for a long time it might rain today, but I do think we are going to be okay on that front. So a little bit of a wind might affect some of these kickoffs or might affect some of the field goal tries as this game goes on. But 81 degrees right now and just a little bit of wind coming out, coming at us here this evening out of the northwest, it looks like. So thank you again to C&LC in support of Arlington ISD and providing us the weather report for tonight.
Yeah, looking for a good day. Yesterday we had that thunderstorm come across, especially in northwestern hills, going to the Arlington area. It kind of cooled things off. It was 100 before then. It's still pretty humid, but not as bad. Looking for some good football weather tonight.
Bowie is making their way out of the tunnel as we speak. And let's take a look at maybe some of those key players on the Flower Mound side. Some guys you need to look out for. The receiver, Carter Massey, 575 yards last year, had 9 tutties. Has led Flower Mound in receptions the last 2 years. Peyton Stadler is a bit of a jack of all trades. He does a little receiver, a little running back. I think they did some direct snapping to him last year out of the quarterback position as well. It's gonna be a rough and tumble game. The Jags are gonna have a new quarterback this year. Noah Spinks transferred to Summer Creek, but he's gonna be well protected. Jot. Drew Evers is gonna be playing college football somewhere next year, but this summer he's been busy shattering some Flower Mound weight room records. So he is going to be crucial as the Volunteers look to put a little pressure on the passer. You're going to have to get past a future D1 offensive tackle there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of star players on both sides of tonight. Bowie lost a lot of defensive D1 players last season, so this year it's gonna be a new kind of turnaround. But you get a good test here against a team that has a lot of D1 players in Flower Mound. As you see them under the tunnel, ready to run out of that Jaguar. And as you see, the Jaguars are running onto the field. The Flower Mound Jaguars looking to rebuild off of that 5-5 season and that double overtime loss to the Volunteers at Wildman Field from last season, as they played their version of Hail to the Victors. As a Michigan fan, it's hard to hear that and root against it. I'll be hearing it a lot tomorrow as the Wolverines take on the New Mexico Lobos, and Darian Bowers from Bowie High School is one of their running backs for the Lobos.
I mean, you see Evers out there right now, 77 for the coin flip. I don't know if you want to give me a shot of him real quick, Jot, but they say he's been smashing weight room records this summer. Look at him. He's good luck getting past that man, right? That's your blindside protector there tonight for the mound. So that's the task ahead of the Bowie Volunteers this evening. The coin flip, the discussion. That first game of the year, if you're one of the captains, it's got to be such a special feeling, right? It's if you're a team like Bowie, you have everything in front of you. You made a good playoff run last year. You've got a senior quarterback this year, a great culture. I think Coach Sam does such a wonderful job down there instilling that culture for these guys. This is it's infectious, right? Because not only was Bowie's football team a district champion last year, their baseball team was as well. There was a winning culture established in the 24-25 school year at Bowie that I'm excited to see carry on into 2025 and 26.
Yeah, when you have a baseball team and a football team make it deep in the playoffs, both win. Bowie came, I believe, second or third in district, but they had a good baseball run. They lost to Dallas Jesuit, who was a very good team in baseball in the Metroplex here. Then you have Bowie in football win district. It shows a lot about your culture at the school. It shows that things are changing, not just Arlington and not just Lamar and Martin, but Bowie's going to make a culture change as well, being on the south side of town. So it means a lot when you have a team like that, a school like that carries the tradition and wants to go out there and win in every sport.
And it starts with the football team. It bleeds throughout. Coach Sam brings such a great winning attitude to this program. It's exciting to see where this team's going to go here in 2025, especially under Nichols' command. He was a special player last year when we watched him. There were times where he just felt like he was putting the team on his back. There were long third down conversions he picked up with his